And it is all yours, Mama Christine.
Oh, thank you, Emmy, for giving me this the permission to teach tonight. So today we're going to listen to how to set biblical boundaries as a Christian. So these past years is almost like I have been both learn and receive so much. It's almost like 14 years I'm in the way ministry. So I have received freedom since I'm in the word. I grew into a better and a person who's like, I can say, very different to my past. I've learned to be independent, to trust God, to put my faith in Him. It's the things I was not doing really. I was just knowing God, like God and going to church, but knowing the principle, those things, I'm so thankful to be here as a part of the Way Ministry. So I've also grown up like spiritually, not only physically. So my spiritual, I'm sure now God knows about Christine. Yeah, so he's also calling me Mama Christine, I'm sure. God was the one who saved me and took me out of the darkness. He was the one who directed my steps and helped me to move mature in faith. Is how I am now. This relationship that I have been in the 14 years has taught me so much. One of the most valuable lessons I have learned was how to read, understand God's word, and how He set boundary for us. And then now we're going to know, and I'm sure you know also, what are boundaries? Boundaries are personal rules that you place to make sure that no one takes advantage of you or treat you with disrespect. So you have to know, you have to have a limit to everything you do. Going somewhere, for example, you are not going to go and touch anyone or talk whatever you feel like talking. Everything you have to limit yourself. Just to put a limit band, you just put that boundary so that your life can be really in a good way, how God wants us to be. So now we have to know how to God set up those boundaries. The first boundary that God set up was with Adam and Eve. He told them that they could live in the Garden of Eden and eat from any tree of the garden except from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That was the first one. According to everybody, I want to know now, is those people respect what God told them? No, I don't think that they did. So that was the first boundary. The first people who start with the boundary was them. And then comes us. So we can go now to Genesis 2:16, verse 17, and see what's follow. Yeah, I'm sure everybody is there. So I just say what God told them, but now we're going to read because it's in the Bible. It's not something I brought from my place, but I saw it in the Bible, and I wanted everybody to see it so that you can say that that's the truth. It was from God, not from Mama Christine. You may surely eat of God, surely eat everything, every tree of the garden, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die. So God didn't hide something. He just told them straight. If you do this, you're going to have this as consequence. You eat this tree, you will die. Just straight away. Because he knew why he's telling them. If it was something that it was nonsense or what, because he wants to limit them what to do in their life. You can do everything, but not doing this. So it's also the same with us. When doing things, we have to know where to limit what we're doing. We can't just take everything. If you see somebody doing that, you also follow the person. No, everything has the limits. So we are just the follower of Jesus Christ. We are the followers of God. As a Christian, you have to follow what God said to make your life easy, to make yourself happy. Because everybody, I'm sure, has an example of anything. I will tell you my story. When I was in the middle school, one day I wanted to go and with my friend. So I asked my parents, most especially my mom was very tough. My dad, and then my mom was a principal, so she knew how the kids can lie, and then even if they go out, what they're going to do there. So she was very strict to us. When I asked my mom about this, she was like, oh, don't go. My dad was like, you can go. But for me, it was, okay, my dad said, you can go. He's the boss here. So I just went to that film. But what happened to me, coming back home, somebody pushed me. I don't know, I didn't know where the guy came. And then I went and fell somewhere where I injured myself. And then my leg was broken. I end up in the hospital. Oh, I was unconscious and I didn't know anything. Only the time when I started feeling the pain, then I knew that I was not at our place. After some times, by that time, we didn't have the phone. So somebody was supposed to go to our place and tell my parents so that they can come to the hospital. I can't forget that. So after some time, they came there. So it was something really I didn't even know until I woke up. So I learned something that when your parents tell you something, don't do it. Don't do it. So in everything, my mom knew that there is a limit what a child can do, what he cannot do. That's why she didn't want me to go. But I was ignorant, so I didn't know. But since there, I'm the one now who's telling my daughter not to do this, not to do this, and then telling her that these things is my mom was telling. When my mom was telling me, I didn't understand that. That's why I want you also to do this, to not to do this. So there is a limit of everything we do in our life. So another example, this one is not like I've done something or what, but just to say that setting a boundary includes saying no to someone, cutting someone in your life if you don't want, and leave them in a distance. So you can, maybe you know the person, but if there is something you don't want to involve in these things, what he's doing, just cut it off. Leave him there. You are the one who decide. So don't want somebody to tell you what to do. So that really, if you put God in the first way, everything will work with you. We can open our Bible in Matthew 10:14. Matthew 10, verse 14. Yeah, we all continue knowing what is boundaries. Everybody's there, I'm sure.
Matthew 14. Okay,
Verse 14.
Verse 14.
Oh, Matthew 2, verse 14.
Matthew 10.
Oh, sorry.
Matthew 10, verse 14.
10. Okay, 10, verse 14. Okay.
You read?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew 10, verse 14. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet.
So here is Jesus who was talking to a disciple. He was always going to this place, this place, this place. And then you find that some places they will like him or not. Even like, I saw it one time in an arbor. We were going for house to house to cheat. And by that time, we didn't have these things of COVID or anything. So, but some houses they didn't let us get in. So it's something we were not forcing, that, oh no, we want to get in. No, if somebody come out or he doesn't want to open the door, you just leave the place. So you do it not like forcing people. It's something you have to have love. You have to do it with your heart. So we are following Jesus the same way. If they don't want to open the door, so just leave the place. Don't even wait there. Go away. Depart for the place. So continue your way to other people who can hear the word, because there are many people, ton of people around who are looking for somebody to come to them so that they can open the door. So the next we can go to Exodus 19, verse 12.
That's 1912. Exodus 19:12.
And you shall set limit for the people all around, saying, take care not to go up into the mountain or touch the edge of it. Whoever touches the mountain shall be put in death. So I'm sure you understand how we have to be with people. So there is a limit in everything you do. If it's okay, do it. If not, don't do it. Just leave. Biblical boundaries are about taking responsibility for our own life. Make sure that no one take advantage of you, hates or harms you, or treat you with disrespect. So in everything, like I said before, you have to make sure that when you are with the people, they cannot take advantage of you. Just because you are, they know that you are Christian, they will come, oh no, go, do this for me. They just want to take, people are like that. I saw many people. It's something you can also do, but it just come to you, oh no, you know what, can you do this, or can you go and buy something for me? Because he knows that you are a Christian, so you will say, okay, just give me your money and then I will go and buy. No. If you are okay with that, say yes. If not, really, you are free to say no. And there is nothing wrong with that. So we are after the word of God, and not after people to do whatever you feel like doing to you, just because you are a Christian. Another example of setting a boundary includes, like I said, saying saying no to one, to someone. So the Matthew 10:14, the one we have read, mean that do not waste your limit or effort on those who are unfriendly. When God set up boundaries in your life, obey those boundaries. Trust in Him, believe that God is doing good in your life and is protecting you. Because other people, they don't understand why we need that boundary. It's something is not that you just want to do it. It's a things, it's because our life will follow God. We follow what God is doing. Like I said in the beginning, like God gave Eve and Adam a place. And then the way of giving them a place, put them in a garden, but why he didn't tell them that, okay, in the garden, you just stay. No, he knew that a person is different to me because he's the one who created us. But for him, for the person to be in a right way, he needs some boundary. So that's why he told them, okay, you can eat everything, but not this tree. So it's the same with us also. You do everything, but not this one. That's why we have the command of God that everything is in order. Respect your father, do this, everything. Because he knew that with the person, they need some boundary so that everything can go smoothly. So how to establish healthy boundary now? The devil is doing all he can to distract us, tempt us, and drag us away from our faith. I'm sure you all know in this world how the devil is tempting us every day. And everybody has a story. If it's not today, tomorrow you will do that. If it's not tomorrow, after tomorrow, you will see something like that. It doesn't matter. It can be at work. It can be in a church also. The devil are there. And then it can be with a friend or in a place where you used to meet. So they are everywhere, day and night. They are there just to tempt you. They want you to change. They don't want to listen to the word of God. If it's something happening there for God, then they will like you to go somewhere else. So they just want you to be the members in a membership with them. But we have to be very careful, know who to be with, who to live with, so that our life can be really in the hand of God. So to avoid all of this, we need to fully commit to God and His will, put Him first, just to avoid to be in the other side. We need to put Him first in all things in our life. This means that you would never allow anyone to try and take that away from you. Never. You will be Lee if you are Lee. You will be Tia if you are Tia. You don't want somebody else to come and just from nowhere push you in his side. No. That's the answer. The answer will be no. So you have to be that to have that strength, or God is giving us to say yes or no, then really we can call you a child of God. Let's go to Proverbs 22, verse 6. Who else can read?
Lil, would you mind reading that verse for us? Proverbs 22, verse 6. Oh, it just unmute.
Oh,
Just a minute. Sorry.
oh, she can. Okay, I can read.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Give her a second to unmute. Oh,
She's not. She can.
I think she's trying to unmute.
Oh,
There
Oh,
she go ahead.
okay, now what was that proverb?
Proverbs 22, verse 6.
Proverbs, okay, 22, verse 6. Okay. And oh no, I'm in the wrong. Just a moment. I hit the wrong thing. Okay. It's Proverbs 22. Oh Lord. I'm using my electronic device, so it just give me just one moment. Proverbs, okay, 22. And that was Proverbs 22, verse 6.
Yes.
Yes.
Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is a way to tell us that we have to follow what God wants us to do. So when a child doesn't know what to do, he can have she has or he can have some consequence in her life. So you have to tell him about this boundary, that what is your limit as a child. Otherwise, he can do anything he likes to do. So from the beginning, if you don't know what is things to do, I don't think that when that child will be a grown up is going to change anything. So it's better to prepare a child so that when she is old, is going to be mature to be independent, to do the things correctly. And the other one will be in Proverbs 4, verse 14 to 15.
Proverbs 4, verse 14 and 15.
Anyone in Zoom?
Okay.
Yeah, because there are many people there.
Yeah,
I want everybody to.
Yeah. I'll ask Thea. Thea, would you mind saying that one?
No, I don't mind.
Okay.
Proverbs 4,
Yes.
14 to 15, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away.
So that's the way we have to be. So you cannot do the things which is opposite to what God is telling us to do. So we have to be careful. And to finish this session, we can go to 1 Corinthians 10, verse 23.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 23.
First Corinthians 10,
Verse 23.
verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Says, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not.
Yeah. So all things are lawful, but not all things are helpful. All things are lawful, but not all things build up. This verse addresses the need to set boundary based on what is edifying and beneficial. So you have to know when doing something, it's going to be helpful or lawful. What are you going to gain doing this? What is the importance of doing the boundary? And when to do it? How to do it? So if you think that there is something not correct, what you feel that is a place to do to say yes instead of no, just say your yes. If it's a no, don't doubt. Just feel free to do how you feel. Don't be like a bandage to someone. No, you are very free to show your feeling, because you don't depend on someone. We depend on God. So that's the way we have to continue living our life, knowing that God is the only one we can trust, we can believe each and every day of our life. So it's what I prepare for you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Christine.
Thank you.
Thank you.